You want the $300 thing, but paying $300 right now feels painful. Then you see 4 payments of $75. Suddenly it feels affordable. You click. And that's exactly why Buy Now, Pay Later works so well. It changes the question in your head. Instead of thinking, do I want to spend $300? You're thinking, can I afford $75? And $75 doesn't feel like a big financial decision. That's the problem. Because you still bought the $300 thing. You didn't make it cheaper. You just split the pain into smaller pieces. And now you've created 4 future payments before you've even received the product. Do that with one purchase, and maybe it's manageable. But then you see another thing you want. It's $240, but it's only $60 every 2 weeks. So you do it again. Then another purchase is $400, split into 4 $100 payments. Now you don't have one payment, you have several, and none of them feels big enough to scare you. But together, they can become a serious monthly commitment. Imagine you have $75 for one purchase, $60 for another, $100 for another. That's $235 already committed. And you might still be looking at your bank account thinking, I haven't really spent that much. You have. The money just hasn't left all at once. That's what makes Buy Now, Pay Later so dangerous. It separates the moment you buy something from the moment you fully pay for it. And your brain is much better at noticing a $300 loss today than 3 or 4 smaller payments spread across the next few weeks. There's another problem. You can keep making new purchases while you're still paying for the old ones. So imagine you make a $300 purchase today. Next week, another $200. Then another $400 the week after. Each purchase looked affordable on its own. But now you're carrying payments from all 3. The individual payments are small. The total commitment isn't, and that's when I can afford the payment becomes very different from I can afford what I'm buying. Because the real question isn't, can I afford $75 today? It's, can I afford every payment I've already promised to make? And most people aren't asking that question. The real problem starts when the payments overlap. You buy something for $300, now you're paying $75 at a time, then you see another $200 purchase. Only $50 every 2 weeks. Easy. Then a $400 purchase comes along. That's another $100. Suddenly, you've committed yourself to $225 in payments every 2 weeks. That's $450 a month. And none of the individual purchases felt expensive. This is where Buy Now, Pay Later can distort your idea of affordability. Your bank balance might look fine today because you haven't paid the full price, but your future income is already spoken for. And if you get paid every 2 weeks, that matters even more. You might think, I've got $1,500 in my account. But if you've already promised $450 of your future income to BNPL payments, you don't really have the same freedom you think you do. That's why you need to stop tracking purchases individually. Track the total amount you've committed to pay later. Open your BNPL apps. Look at every active purchase. Write down the remaining balance and every upcoming payment. Then add them together. If you discover you have $700, $1,000, or $1,500 worth of payments still coming, that's the number you need to pay attention to. Because the biggest danger isn't one purchase. It's stacking purchases until your future paychecks are already partially spent before you receive them. And once that happens, the next purchase becomes much harder to afford, even if the app says the payment is only $30. There's another reason Buy Now, Pay Later feels so harmless. The payment is designed to fit into your budget. You don't need to have $500 available, you just need $50. And that makes it much easier to say yes. But if you keep making purchases this way, you're slowly turning your future income into a list of obligations. Think about it. You get paid $2,000. Before you even spend that money, you've already got $100 going to one BNPL purchase, $75 going to another, $60 going to another, $125 going to another. That's $360 of your paycheck already committed. You didn't wake up and decide to spend $360. You made 4 small decisions weeks earlier. That's the trap. BNPL makes each purchase feel separate, but your bank account experiences them all at the same time. And this becomes especially dangerous when something unexpected happens. Maybe your hours get cut. Maybe your car needs a repair. Maybe you have an expensive month. Your BNPL payments don't care. They're still coming. That's why you should treat every BNPL purchase like a debt commitment, even if there's no interest. Before buying something, take the full price, not the payment. If it's $400, write down $400. Then ask, would I still buy this if I had to pay the entire $400 today? If the answer is no, the smaller payment may be doing the convincing for you. And there's an even better test. Wait 24 hours. Don't open the checkout page. Don't think about the 4 easy payments. Just wait. If you still want it tomorrow and you can comfortably afford the full price, you can make the decision with a much clearer head. Because the goal isn't to never use buy now, pay later. The goal is to stop letting the payment amount decide whether something is affordable. The price is the price. The payment is just how you choose to spread it out. Before you use buy now, pay later, do one thing. Write down the full price. Not $25 every 2 weeks. Not $50 a month. The full price. Then add up every BNPL payment you already have. If you've got 5 active purchases, calculate exactly how much you still owe and when each payment is due. That number is your real commitment. Then use 3 simple rules. Rule 1, if you couldn't comfortably pay the full price today, don't let the smaller payment convince you that you can afford it. Rule 2, don't start another BNPL purchase while you're still carrying several existing ones. Rule 3, before buying, ask yourself whether you'd still want it if BNPL didn't exist. Because that's the real test. Buy now. Pay later isn't magically creating affordable purchases. It's making expensive purchases feel affordable. And once you understand that, the decision becomes much clearer. A $400 purchase is still a $400 purchase, whether you pay $400 today or $100 4 times, you still spent $400. The payment plan changes when you pay. It doesn't change what the thing costs. So next time you see, only $25 today. Don't stop there. Ask, how much am I actually committing to? That one question can save you from turning a bunch of tiny payments into one very big problem.